Hello, Megan. How you doing today?
I'm good, Phil. How are you doing today?
I am so fine and excited because I know you're going to make a big announcement.
The
And
big announcement. I know we've been
yeah,
teasing about it on social media this week, but we're pretty excited. And I know we've been working for a couple months getting all the bits and pieces ready on our end. And so, are you ready to drum roll with me, Phil?
I'm ready. Hold on, Megan. You ready?
Da-da-da.
There we go.
All right, we are announcing Yaeger CPA Review has debuted today. We're launching a subscription pricing plan. And we have listened to your feedback as CPA candidates, and we understand that the barriers to getting a CPA license are extremely high. And we know that money's tight. We know you've just done a lot of credit hours at a university. Those are expensive. We understand all of your challenges. I'm a millennial. I get it. So we decided earlier this year that it would be smart to offer a more flexible option for those of you that need it. And we've made 3 subscription plans, and it's all the best parts of Yaeger CPA Review that you know and you love, and it's all combined into subscription pricing. So Phil, I guess, what is your take on it? Why did you want to do this for the candidate?
Well, I knew once again, very similar to what you said, a lot of people just don't have all the money to buy a course all at once. All right. So I said, hey, let's give them a subscription plan. I think a subscription plan is great because it gives you the opportunity to use the Yaeger CPA review course, get the full benefits of everything within the course. Yet, if you find that after a month or two, all right, you don't want to continue, you just give us a certain period of notice and you are off the plan, no further commitments. All right. Subscriptions are becoming very popular with various products. Okay.
And I think review providers, we're one of the leading edge on this. We want to make it more affordable. And I hope that it helps candidates. That's my ultimate goal. And I think, Phil, you are on lives all the time talking about how passionate you are about helping candidates. You wouldn't be in this for as long as you've been if you didn't care very wholeheartedly for the candidates and making sure that they pass. And we realized that there are candidates that are dropping out of the pipeline. The pipeline's getting smaller of CPAs because people are dropping out. And we're in such a unique position to help those people that would have potentially dropped out find another way, find an alternative option. And how could we do that? How could we possibly put what we offer, the support and the service component and the product that we work so hard on every year to update, in something that could be much more accessible? So I mean, that's.
And you get a lot of the same benefits. You know, if you have questions on some of the plans, you can still reach me on the phone. All right. That's the one thing that I feel that we give that no one else gives, is that service. And also, all right, we're trying to make this affordable so that everyone can use CPA review. Now, interestingly enough, Megan, checking back on statistics, do you know there's about the same amount of people graduating from accounting? But the major problem is, I thought it was the number of people who are studying accounting dropping off. It's not that.
No.
It's the people who are not taking the exam.
People are not taking the CPA exam. And it's crazy to me. And, you know, we follow some of the social media accounts that are very popular for candidates that are working in Big Four public accounting. I worked in Big Four public accounting. I understand the demands of Big Four. I understand how hard it is to study while you're trying to go through busy season, because I did that. And you know what's interesting is some of these accounts are reporting that they don't feel like they need the CPA. They don't feel like, maybe they're going into consulting, and I mean, why bother to get it? You don't want to sign audit reports, no big deal. And I just think that is such a short-sighted decision. And I'm so passionate about that.
Oh, it's definitely short-sighted. I grant you, consulting is a great area. You can be your own business, all right? But consulting, especially you're in the finance area, consulting is very, very popular, and you can do very well as long as the economy continues to do well. But then eventually, like anything, all right, what goes up is going to come down. And similar to 2008, all right, when the economy does come down and hey, there's no more of those consulting jobs right now. All right. With the CPA, you have something to fall back on. And that's what I push all the time. It's something to fall back on. It gives you the flexibility to use it. All right. And if you want to go into another area other than consulting, financial planning, tax preparation, the CPA will give you that flexibility. That's why we push it so much. Right, Megan?
That's exactly right. And I think that the markets are cyclical. It doesn't matter whether or not we want there to be a future recession. It's going to happen. And so as someone who's starting out their career, you're in your early 20s, maybe you're starting out and want to shift your career and you're in your mid 30s, this is a good time to start getting into this industry because there are so many jobs that are focused on the language of business. And this is the premier credential to learn the language of business and prove to anybody in the world you speak it fluently. And it has nothing to do with automation. It doesn't have to do with things that are going to get automated so that that job goes away. There will need to be people that can read financial statements, give very valuable advice to the people that you support, and especially make sure that our markets are safe for investors. I mean, that's our goal as a CPA, to make sure that the financial statements represent the actual transactions that are going on in a company. And so it's interesting to me that that's not being valued as much by the young people coming out of school. I mean, it's like trying to go through pilot training and then just deciding, why do you need your wings? You could just, And
I think Megan and both of us can say, we got our CPAs and, it gave us flexibility to do other areas, such as I went into the CPA review business. I did college teaching. I did tax planning. I started a tax practice. Without that, I could not have done it. Megan, how has that affected you having a CPA?
Yeah, my career would be drastically different. Of course, I went through formal recruiting through college, and I had on-campus recruiting with a Big Four firm. I had worked in Big Four for a year and a half or so, and then I left because of my life commitments, and I needed to have a remote job because of my family commitments. So that had enabled me to have something I can put on my resume and find remote work that's comparable to what I would get in person somewhere. And that's just so valuable. And you don't know where your life is going to go. I had no idea when I was getting my master's degree that my life would take the twists and turns that it's taken. But this credential is something that's recognized so ubiquitously all across the world. No one's going to question your abilities once you get this certification.
It's international. It's
international. Yeah. I mean, it's so valuable, and it's more valuable, in my opinion, than any other credential because of the challenges there are to get. And, it's hard for a reason. You wouldn't try to be an Olympic gold medalist if it wasn't hard. So that's one of the reasons why it's so powerful. And, but kind of circling back to our mission here at Yaeger CPA Review is to provide the best support for you along that process. And that's what we are here to do. And so the subscription is one element in that. And I know Phil's New Year's resolution was to make everybody a CPA in 2019 if they're sitting for the exam. Let's get this done. And, the other element that we're launching with this subscription pricing model is that we've put together a team of elite CPA instructors to be kind of an Uberized on-demand support team for you. So you'll have access to their calendars. You can book time with them, submit your questions so that you guys can chat on the phone. There's going to be expanded support beyond even our support that we currently offer students, so that there's more, people do think that it makes a difference. If you've failed multiple times, and Phil, you've talked to students every day of the year, no matter if it's a holiday, about their challenges that they've had taking the exam. And we know that support piece is so, so important to getting through it. And that's something, when I took the exam, I did not have, and it was hard. I wish I had something that had a little bit more support that I didn't.
Well, now you can go to our regular course. It's still there. Or you can look at our subscription model, which is brand new, and I think you'll find that has many benefits. And if you have any questions, you can call our office, and our representative, who's been with us like 12, 13 years, Sonny Cox, call him up at 301, we're in Maryland, 301-874-4900, extension 6, and he will give you whatever information you need about our course.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we're here to help you. We're a pretty open group. We want to help you pass this exam, and that's why we're so passionate about it. I think you'll find if you work with us, we're not this kind of stuffy organization. We're here to help you. Let's get you through this exam, and hopefully some of our new products and services are going to help you do that. And I'm excited to finally debut this to the world.